Hey there guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. So today we're going to take a look at my little knife collection. It's not as big as what some people have, but it's mine and I like it. Stealth Andy Steve has asked me to do a little rundown of the knives that I own for him, and here they all are, laid out and ready for us to take a look. So we're going to go left to right, and we're going to start off with the Gerber strong arm fixed. And that'll be this one. So this is made by Gerber. It is the strong arm. It's a fixed blade knife and it retails for approximately £90. It is serrated and straight. I know a lot of people don't like that feature, but I do. That's why I do tend to go for that. And as you can see straight there, made in the USA, Portland, Ohio. And you can put it back into its case either way, so it doesn't really matter. It hasn't got a set way, and it can be put on your waist either that way or that way. I've got the instructions of how you can set it up, but you can completely take this off altogether and just use it as a boot bag or latch it onto your bag or any other sort of webbing. But there are quite a few different ways that this can be attached to you. That is a fantastic little knife in itself. It's got a glass breaker on the end as well. Now the strong arm, as I said, it's a fixed blade tactical knife. You can either get it semi-serrated or a fine edge blade, and that one there is the semi-serrated blade. All strong arm knives are full tang blades, which means that the blade goes all the way to the edge, so there's absolutely no break whatsoever, so it does strengthen the knife and makes it a lot more durable. And it is complete with a diamond texture rubber handle for a more comfortable, secure grip. I've only got small hands, but it does fit very well in my hands. I could have done with it being a bit smaller for absolute comfort, but the way it is more than adequate. Now the blade length is 122mm or 4.8 inches. Overall it is 248mm or 9.76 inches, and it weighs 204 grams. It has got a bit of weight to it, but it's got enough that you can use it for battering wood, that sort of thing, chopping away at things if you need to. So it's not overly heavy, but it does its job. Next we're going to move on to one of my more controversial knives. Controversial being in the fact that not a lot of people like Bear Grylls. I do, my personal preference. This is the first knife that my wife ever bought me. This has been sat in the bedroom. As you can see at the back, you can go onto your belt that way or that way. You've got your grips here, and you do have the Bear Grylls Priorities of Survival in the back as well. So whether you like them or not, there are some good things in there. I did, as soon as I had it, trying to get it out, literally the minute I had it, it ripped. That's not the greatest thing. It says the sheath has been made in China, but the knives are too. It has a velcro that holds it in place. This is a completely straight edge blade knife, and as you can see, it has took a bit of a bashing. I have actually used this knife to batten wood. I have got somewhere just a tiny little chip. There we go, tiny little chip there that I need to get sharpened out. I just haven't got round to doing it. Oh, sorry, just before I put that away, you've got two holes there, so you can tie it in there. So you can tie it down to make a spear, catch your dinner, protect yourself with some paracord. Now, it does sit quite well in there. Can't shake it out. This knife did have a whistle attached there on a piece of paracord, which I took it off because if you're walking through the forest and you've got this out in your hand like that, and you've got a whistle tied to the back, you catch the whistle on a tree, the knife stops, but your hand carries on. So you could cut your hand open by doing so. This is probably the most battered out of all of my knives, and as you can see on the back there, there's quite a few marks. Now that comes from using the knife against the fire starter that's in the bottom here. The Ultimate Pro was designed, new version, with the fire starter facing up, because a few people complained that theirs came loose and got lost. Now this does have a 4.75 inch drop blade, so it's a drop point blade, very good for cutting rope and other fibrous materials. Again, it is full tang, and that is metal. so it's also good for hammering things in, that sort of thing, breaking windows, just like the pointed one is over there on my other Gerber, but you can't really use that one to hammer in nails and stuff like that. And the handle base features a stainless steel pommel, which, as we just said. Now these knives are balanced for optimum handling, and they also, on the back here, when you open that up, come with their own built-in knife sharpener there as well, which is always handy. I think it's a fantastic knife. Is it as good as my strong arm? No, I don't think it is at all, but I still think it is a very good knife. Now the Bear Grylls Survival Series knife has an overall length of 10 inches and weighs just 11.2 ounces, 14.72 ounces with the included sheath. I know I'm jumping over from grams to ounces, but that is information that I managed to obtain. The actual ferro rod is a watertight, as the water's going to get in there, part of the seal that stops it from falling out. So I'd imagine that that's how tightness. I'd imagine that's how some people managed to lose their ferro rods, because they'd lost that watertight seal. And what you could do is you could put some paracord through that there, and then loop it across the round there. So you just got a bit of paracord drop down here. That way, if your ferro rod does happen to drop out, you're not going to lose it. The nylon sheath itself is crafted from lightweight military grade materials. They're mildew resistant for long-term use in harsh climates, and it has that velcro closure right at the top just to keep your knife secure. Next we're going to take a look at Leatherman's classic multi-tool, the Leatherman Wave. I got this for an absolute bargain. Ex-display model, I paid £50 for the knife, and they gave me the case for free. I did also additionally buy, which can slit in the back, the two tool parts that come with it. They are a fantastic addition and come in very handy as well. Now the Leatherman multi-tool is strong, light and very versatile. It's trusted by outdoorsmen all over the world. I've seen quite a few people on YouTube with one of those strapped to the belt. It has a 19cm ruler, a bottle opener, can opener, diamond coated file, hard wire cutters, large bit driver, large screwdriver, needle nose pliers and regular pliers, a saw, scissors, a small bit driver, wire cutters, wire stripper and a wood and metal fire. Now the Leatherman Wave is their most popular full-size pocket tool. It's completely one-handed operation. It has a large knife, strong pliers, long wire cutters and all locking blades, so it's not UK legal. But then again, neither to the other knives that we've just looked at. It's made in the USA and comes with a 25-year guarantee, and is perfect for any number of jobs across any number of trades. I have had to use the Leatherman guarantee before, but not with that, with my Leatherman Micro, and the service I received was second to none. They happened to send me back the wrong colour. Yes, I got all uppity about the colour because it was a present from my daughter. Emailed them back, said they'd sent me the wrong colour. They told me to keep the one I'd already got, and then sent me the correct colour, which was absolutely fantastic customer service. My dad also got himself a Leatherman Micro for free as well. Next, this is out of my bag in the car, which I need to put back, is a Gerber suspension multi-tool. And again, this comes with a case as well. And unlike the Leatherman Wave, this one is spring-loaded. I've used this a few times as well, especially adjusting the kids' bike when we've been out and about. The suspension is a classic workhorse of a tool. It doesn't have as many features as the Leatherman Wave, but it's still a very good knife. It has a high quality nylon sheath, and the sheath itself can attach to your belt in both ways. So Gerber do like to give you both options. The blade is stainless steel, the handle is anodised aluminium, and the sheath is a high grade nylon. The blade is 5.1 cm with an overall length of 16.5 cm, closed length of 10.2 cm and weighs in at 272.1 grams. It has 12 tools, which are needle nose pliers, spring loaded V-cut wire cutters, scissors, a fine blade, serrated blade, saw, Phillips screwdriver, small flat screwdriver, medium flat screwdriver, a bottle opener, a can opener and a lanyard ring. Moving swiftly on then, we come to the SOG field knife. This is a fixed blade knife, which is approximately £40. So just to go back, that one's approximately £80, that one's approximately £70. That one with the bits is around £120, and this one's approximately £40, and so is this one. So this is the SOG. It's a field knife. You can use it to cut through seatbelt, paracord without even taking it off. You've got all your little eye holes here that you can use it to lash it to a bag or your boots, and I have checked and this does fit inside my Magnum boots and becomes a very good boot knife. Also got a pattern tool at the end. This is a very well balanced knife. The finished blade is satin. It's a clip point blade and it is a recurve on the edge type. The sharpening angle, I can tell you for that, is 18 degrees and it has a rubber thermorum handle. This type of steel, if anyone's interested, I do know for that, is 7CR17MOV and the sheath is plastic. It weighs 115 grams, has a blade height of 2.8 centimeters, blade length of 10.2 centimeters, an overall length of 21.7 centimeters and a blade thickness of 3.3 millimeters, and the handle is 11.5 centimeters long. That was one of my first knives. My first fixed blade knife, I think. I had that one before I had my Bear Grylls one, to be fair. It is a very good little workhorse knife. So next we're going to move along to the Boca Plus Saviour 2. It's a rescue knife and comes in around £35. Now it's a great price for the knife that it is. It has a 12C27 steel blade, a glass breaker and a belt cutter. It is a hollow grind blade which can be opened with one hand using the flipper. So it just snaps out like that. Again, you can see that I've gone partial serrated, partial straight edge. Fixed looking knife and very easy to put back. And there's your glass cutter at the end. Your glass breaker, sorry. And belt cutter, which in itself, that is razor sharp. This is a right or left-handed knife. The blade is drop point and it is plain edge, apart from the serration. It weighs in at 160 grams, has a blade height of 2.9 centimeters, a length of 8.7 centimeters and a closed length of 12.7 centimeters. Cutting edge length is 8.4 centimeters and it has a blade thickness of 3.1 millimeters. Just slightly thinner than the SOG, and the total length with the blade open is 21.3 centimeters. Another fantastic little knife. A lot of people argue that the Boca Plus knives aren't worth the money or the steel that they're made from, but I have had absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. Now next I've got the Gerber Paraframe 1, and it's a medium serrated blade. I do have a Gerber Paraframe Mini, but I was unable to locate it for this video. Now, there were 8 knives all in the Paraframe series, and they're all based on the same minimal frame lock design, so the Mini would literally just be a smaller version of that anyway. They're easy to clean and open effortlessly, or so they say. I have never been able to use the one-handed opening system on this knife. Now this is my most battered knife, as you can see. Here it rattles around. This has really took a beating. A locking knife, again not UK legal. It has a smooth stainless steel handle and a clip for secure travel. I took the clips off the Minis, to be fair. I do take clips off a lot of my knives. I have a clip for this one as well, but I don't have it on. It comes with a case too, but it's in the box somewhere. Now going back to the Paraframe, it is a clip point knife. It does say it's one-handed opening, but I cannot and never have been able to do it. It's a locket frame. It's a high carbon stainless steel blade, stainless steel handle, and the blade length is 3 inches, 7.6 centimeters. It has an overall length of 17.8 centimeters and a closed length of 10.2 centimeters, and it weighs 73.7 grams. Moving on then, we have a Victorinox soldier knife. Very good knife. One-handed opening. Mainly serrated with a bit of a straight edge down here. Unlike the rest of the serrated knives that I have. Now for over 100 years, Swiss soldiers have carried Victorinox pocket knives, and the latest iteration is even stronger. So they say. They're lighter and more functional than before. The advances in technologies, the equipment, we're able to make things stronger, lighter, more durable. They don't weigh down as much. Now this particular knife has 10 functions and a grippy 2 compartment scales which can be changed. It's 111mm and it easily stands up to what you throw at it. It has a keyring, a lock blade, can opener, bottle opener, small screwdriver, flathead, a normal screwdriver flathead, a Phillips screwdriver, a wood saw, wire stripper, reamer punch, and is made from stainless steel and weighs 131 grams. Then we have the Gerber Bar Onyx. As you've recently seen in my videos, I have this for Christmas, so one of the loose knives in my collection. Again, one-handed, open and close. It is a locking knife. So most of these are not UK legal, but it doesn't mean I actually carry them around with me and break the law. And that's actually a compact multi-tool, is the arm bar. And Gerber uses this to enter the world of slim multi-tools. It has a closed length of 9cm. And it's very robust because of the anodised aluminium scale and solid steel construction. It's right or left-handed, has a blade shape which is sheep foot and a plain edge, and it contains the knife, scissors, hammer, bottle opener, pry bar, screwdriver, awl, and has a thumb hole opening system, and as I've just seen, can be opened with one hand. Way of sharpening it is flat, the sharpening angle of 20 degrees. It weighs 90 grams and has 8 tools. Blade height is 1.5cm, blade length is 7cm, closed length is 9cm, and the cutting edge length is 6.7cm. The blade thickness is 2.3mm and has an open total length of 16.3cm. Its height is 1.7cm and it has a width of 1.8cm, so it's a very compact multi-purpose multi-tool. Next, we have the Alox Victorinox Farmer Swiss Army knife. This is the only Alox Swiss Army knife I own, but there are some others I like. The reason I don't generally tend to have the Alox ones is they're missing the tweezers and the toothpick. They do also weigh more as well in metal. Now that particular tool was legally registered on June the 12th, 1987. Over 34,000 of these pocket tools with this distinctive Swiss cross leave the factory in central Switzerland each day. It is a very, very popular Swiss Army knife. 90% of those are actually exported to over 100 different countries. The knife itself has 9 functions. It has a large blade, a wood saw, a can opener and small screwdriver, a bottle opener, screwdriver and wire stripper, reamer and keyring. It's an Alox finish and you can buy a leather or fabric pouch. It's a length of 9.3cm, a width of 2.2cm, a height of 1.4cm and weighs in at 86 grams. Next we have the Victorinox Spartan. This was a legendary officer's knife. This apparently was the pocket knife that started it all. And if you look closely, you can see all the surface scratches. I do carry this knife a lot. That is a legal UK carry knife. It's not the first one I've owned. I did own one when I worked in a bar at Butlins many years ago, which I don't know whether it was lost or stolen, but I didn't leave with it. It is quite a cheap knife as well. I think that cost me less than 20 quid. So it's very, very good value. And it contains a can opener, small screwdriver, a large blade, small blade, bottle opener, large screwdriver, wire stripper, reamer, sewing eye, corkscrew and keyring. And it has the standard toothpick and tweezer accessories as well built in. It has a height of 14.5mm, a length of 91mm and a weight of 59 grams. So if you look at these two, if you look at the sizes, they're pretty much near identical. Yet the Alox weighs in at 131 grams and the Spartan weighs in at 59 grams. So the difference between having it made out of mostly metal to plastic is a hell of a lot in your pocket. So that is something you need to take into consideration when you actually buy one. Next we have the Gerber Paraframe X utility knife, which is a hybrid utility tool. It combines a conventional utility knife with additional tools, and you have 8 tool options at your fingertips. Fits into your pocket, or you can attach it to your keys. It's a very handy little tool, it's very versatile, and I hear a lot of people who work in factories and open a lot of boxes use things like that. It is a utility blade, which is a plain edge. The blade is replaceable. You also have a pry bar, a nail puller, wire stripper, small and medium flathead, bottle opener or one-handed opening as we've just seen from a thumb stud. It locks. The blade length is 2.1 centimeters and a closed length of 10 centimeters. Open length with the blade out, it comes in at 10.16 centimeters and it weighs 55 grams. Next we have the Leatherman Micro. It's a very durable multi-tool. Its primary opening function is a pair of scissors. And if you look at this one, you can see this is my most battered up tool. I do love that. I do probably carry that one the most, to be fair. Now it has 10 handy tools and it's very, very compact size, including the spring action scissors you just saw. The Micro is ideal for your pocket, your tackle box, your sewing kit, or even your purse, and wallet, pocket, bag, anywhere else. It's a 420 HG clip point blade. It has a bottle opener, extra small screwdriver, flat Phillips screwdriver, medium screwdriver, nail file cleaner, ruler, spring action scissors, tweezers, and it actually has a recommended activity of camping, adventure and travel. Next we have the Gerber Bear Grylls Compact Multi-Tool. Now this is the only multi-tool in its class that includes both a serrated and a fine edge blades. A compact feature, many other essential tools including a pair of needle nose pliers. They are the central appliance there. Just like the Gerber suspension, it is spring loaded. Sorry. There's your plain edge blade. There's your serrated one. And it does say on either side, unlike most, and don't. Now all tools conveniently fold away into the handles, allowing for safe carry, and it's small enough to attach to a keychain or lanyard. It is actually heavier than the Leatherman Micro, 85 grams, and as well as the fine edge knife, needle nose pliers and serrated knife, you also have the small and medium flat drive, the lanyard keyring, tweezers, and a Phillips screwdriver and bottle opener. It has an open length of 110mm, closed 60mm, and weighs 85 grams. Next then we have the True Utility 7, a very high quality super compact multi-tool with 7 essential functions and a very good locking keychain on itself. Many places you can attach that to. It has a really decent sized and easily accessible knife with spring loaded needle nose pliers and a Phillips screwdriver, wire cutters, bottle opener and built-in quick release carabiner for everyday carry. I have another knife from True Utility, which is a box cutter. Takes a standard blade size, and you can have it open there, or you can open it up to there, so you've got quite a difference in the depth, and you just pull that up and down to lock it and open it, and once you're not messing with it, there's no way the knife's going to come out. This also has quick release, so you can put it onto a belt, buckle, keyring, car keys, anything like that. It's very sleek and minimalistic. You can easily change the blade, and you have got hidden features such as a bottle opener, flat screwdriver and a scraper. Now out of all of these knives, this is probably the one I love the most. My Victorinox Classic SD Swiss Army knife in red. And this is because my daughter chose it for me and bought it me for Christmas. I think it's absolutely amazing. I had wanted the small one just to drop in my pocket if I got jogging bottoms on or something, stuff like that. Now this classic tool contains 7 functions in that neat little package. You've got a thin blade, a nail file and screwdriver, scissors, toothpick, tweezers and keyring. There's a length of 58mm, a width of 18mm, a height of 9mm and weighs in at just 22 grams. Lastly, I have absolutely no information about this whatsoever, other than it has a clip and it's supposed to be one-handed opening but isn't, because I bought this off Amazon. Didn't cost much, it's not even that sharp, but it's not a locking blade, so that's in the go bag in the car. And it cost me a few quid. So there you go guys, those are my knives, minus Gerber Mini Paraframe, which you can't find. There may be another one or two knocking about. Well guys, it's been a pleasure to bring these to you, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing that rundown. So please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button. You'll know when I release a new video. And I am also working on another video for my patron, Drew. He's asked me to do a bug out bag, so I'm working on that right now. So yeah, I do have a Patreon account. If anybody would like to help making donations, sign up. It would be gratefully appreciated. All money will go back into the channel, every single last penny. And I'm sure a lot of you are aware it's not a cheap hobby that we have, and I like to bring you fantastic content that nobody else has, or is a little bit more niche. So anyway guys, stay safe, and I'll be back with you soon with more eats, treats and MREs.